Okay. I took too long formulating a funny tweet for my going live message. I should probably also turn down the volume, just in case it starts to bleed over into the microphone. Because I forgot to charge my headset, so... there is always a chance that I could get some audio leaking. I thought I was actually really close to being, like, on time for everything. Because when I got here and I was ready to start, I was only at 5 minutes... or no, 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, round about that on the clock. I was ready to go. But then I realized I hadn't tweeted my going live. And I also started the stream a bit late. I need to set up the full screen projector. Just realized I left a live stream playing in the neighboring room. I can just vaguely hear it. Might as well continue. I might want to go into the DLC at some point during this stream. But also I will be hard cutting this at 4 hours. My normal stream time is 3. Sometimes I'll go up to 4 on days like this where I start early. But I have a hard cutoff today because a very important Ina stream that I need to simp for. And here we are, the PvP zone. Alright, I forgot there's actually, like, things here. As in, Titanite lizards. That everyone forgets about because the only thing people know this place for is PvP. Twinkling Titanite's fine. I don't know, will I ever use it? Probably not. That's actually a pretty general statement. Especially now that I have far more options with my weapons. I can definitely see myself turning to other means of attack. Also, I don't know who in their right mind is dumb enough to just walk across that open courtyard. I don't think I ever even have walked across the open courtyard. Just barely not enough damage. That is unfortunate. Alright. I feel right at home using melee weapons. This is incredible. And also the shield is pretty good. Oh, Darkmoon Plate. Oh no. That's a real person. Well, at least PvP is slightly easier with melee weapons. Yeah, I was watching Fubuki's attempts to get a shiny Magikarp earlier. And I can just hear her giggling off to the side. Oh, there he is. Let's run down here. I'm not gonna fight you up there. My god. I get it. Wow, what a cool guy. I'm not good at PvP. Definitely never claimed to be. Well, that's what you get for beating the boss and entering that zone in an embered state. You get PvP forced upon you. I couldn't remember if I had a parrying shield or not. As my only chance at winning was landing a parry. Which definitely didn't seem likely, given that that guy was, just spamming meta attacks. So... unlikely victory. He was doing running attacks with the Zweihander because those ones come out the fastest and then deal the most damage. Wow, that is a long-range fireball, huh? Wish my fireball had that kind of range. This is like one of the most pointless shortcuts I've ever seen. I don't know if I ever even used it, and it's useful. But why would you? What a simple gem. Oh, and there's, what is it? There's a weapon over here. It's actually really good for casters. But, I guess it's just sort of real difficult to get to. I look at all these messages in front of this chest. What could they possibly say? Oh, mimicry. Time for attacking. What could they possibly mean? Well, my katana doesn't do too much damage to this guy, huh? Oh no. Oh no. I thought I was gonna get a bleed proc. Like, you know, one... No. I guess bleeding's just kind of useless, huh? Oh, Aqua, thank you for the host. Kind of odd that that's not playing anything. I didn't disable that. Although it is the same thing as raids now, so I wonder if that had any bearing. Oh, it has? No hosting notifications, then? I see. All over, you say? Okay, well. Guess I'll try doing this again. Wow, what an inconspicuous bloodstain right in front of this chest. What could that possibly mean? Alright. Take two. Alright, don't do your grab attack again. This guy is doing nothing but grab attacks. Do like your cool spinning kick. Here, I'll even back away. You like doing the spinning kick when I run far away. No, that's your wind-up kick. And it's still kind of cool. Mimics just have funny attacks. No, that's your... Oh my... Okay. Oh, but I died anyways. This game's fair and balanced. I want a better katana. Probably should have just blocked that attack instead of trying to roll. I had the stamina for it. I forgot to send... Well, who would have thought that I would die to that mimic twice in a row? I feel like I hardly ever even die to mimics the first time. Oh, right. I do actually still have access to my pyromancy. Just one of them. Not too many uses of it. Here. Oh, you know what? I should probably just get the, what is it? The pyromancy that coats your sword in fire. That would be a lot more fitting for the playstyle I'm going for now. Alright. There it is! Ow. Oh, I just one-framed that block out. Wait a second. That fireball did like
Hello,
no...
good
Oh.
hunter.
Hello, Penelope. My fireball did like no damage to him. These aren't supposed to scale with intelligence and faith. That's confusing. Okay. I just need to switch back to my katana. It does more damage, it hits faster. This guy just sort of walks too fast for me to actually, like, hit him from a distance. I'm doing well. I'm dying a lot to this mimic for some reason. Okay. Finally got my revenge. Golden Ritual Spear, yes. So this is actually good for casters, but I've abandoned that pathway, so... How unfortunate. Golden Ritual Spear presented to Darkmoon Knights before Sullivan claimed the title of Pontiff. Can also be used as a staff. Sorceries cast, channel the wielder's faith. Okay. It actually does the opposite of what I thought it did. I thought it cast miracles using intelligence. So it would have been the opposite of good. For what I was trying to do. Which is a high intelligence, lower faith sort of caster. Yeah. Like I said before, mixing sorcery and miracles is generally considered taboo or blasphemy in these games. In lore, not by players. Ow. These guys are snipers. They shoot from so far away. Yeah. It's definitely just that magic is weak in these games. Or not these games, this game. Magic's pretty strong in Dark Souls 1 and 2. I think there's, like, really specific things you can do in 3 that makes magic good. But just for, like, a lay person like myself, who doesn't know the ins and outs of all of the intricate wizardry and nonsense you have to do, it is kind of just worse than hitting things with a sharp stick. I need, like, one more dexterity and these guys would die in 3 hits. Oh, maybe I should try mixing a strong attack into, my chain. Okay, it's that... So there's a couple of hostile NPCs down there, and apparently they can see me from here. Which means I definitely need to take care of this one caster that's left, or else I'm going to be in for a lot of pain. There we go. Ooh, okay. And they have really nice weapons that they drop. Oh, I didn't want to fight them both at once. And also, if you pay attention, you'll notice we're wearing the same armor. These guys are Drang soldiers. Boy, I really don't want to fight these guys 2-on-1. Alright, I can probably cheese them fairly easily. Oh, they don't want to walk this far. Okay, my spacing's not perfect, as it turns out. Wow, they are persistent. Right, do you guys use Estus flasks? I really hope not. Oh, I accidentally buffered my attacks. Here, drop down. They know how to do plunging attacks. Was not expecting that. Ooh. All I know how to do is... Oh, okay. Oh, well, there I go. I killed one of them. All I know how to do is kite and use R1 spam. It's my primary strategy. I wonder where he leaves those hammers. I think they might spawn where he spawns. Because they drop their weapons when they die, as I said. And since he died and then I died before picking up his weapons, I think his weapons are just on the floor over there. And I don't think I'm in any danger of them permanently disappearing, I don't think. But if I am... It's a bit of a pity. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened. These fat officials are very resistant. Oh, you just existed through my downswing with the most powerful weapon known to mankind. The katana. Yeah, I'm getting a bit too trigger happy pressing that R1 button. But I am getting much more efficient, which is nice. Oh. Come on. Alright. Made it through that portion relatively more unscathed than normal. Okay, here we go. And honestly, the twin hammers aren't that great, but the twin spears that this guy has are pretty good. I just want to try something. Okay, that didn't work. I just wanted to try to parry you. Come on. Ow. Okay. Guess what? I'm not good at parrying. What? I entered the backstab animation, which he then used to backstab me because the backstab animation takes so long. Oh, yeah, magic on your sticks wore off. Ooh. Alright. Well, neither of us succeeded there. Sorry. Nice try. You did your best. Rest in peace. Thanks for your cool spears. In, Dark Souls... not Dark Souls 3. I'm playing Dark Souls 3. In the new game, Elden Ring, that's it. They're reintroducing the system where you can... What is it? Dual wield any weapons? That was originally a feature in Dark Souls 2, but they removed it for Dark Souls 3 by just having weapons come in pairs if you could dual wield them. Well, so, I can't find those Drain Twin Hammers anywhere. Are they down here? Where's Drang Twin Hammer guy spawn? The dual wielding is pretty cool. Hello, Reflex. There are katanas that you can dual wield a bit later. I'm trying to remember if there's a box, like in Dark Souls 1, where items get sent to if you lose them. I would like those twin hammers. Like, even if I'm not going to use them. No. This isn't an anime. This is serious. Alright, well, no twin hammers for me. Alright. Oh, nobody likes this room. These dogs were tough to beat when I could still use sorceries. Now I have to do it with just a katana. Right. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just always a second too late on every single one of my attacks. Or not, I meant dodges. I don't know why I said attacks. Well. Yeah, like I said, that shortcut there is kind of pointless. It's like, all it saves you is a couple seconds of running to the side, but it just brings you up to a straight path to your destination that's more difficult to traverse. Because these giants take like 5 minutes to stand up. And sometimes they don't even stand up at all unless you get within, like, real close distance. Like, yeah, you're technically getting shot with fireballs from all the way up there. Like, as long as you don't stop moving, they won't hit you. I should probably use my shield in combat, though. It's much less fancy than dodging, but it'll probably get me killed a bit less. Alright, come on over. The trick is to only aggro one of them at a time. Oh. That's sad. That is a command grab. You have to dodge out of the way of that. Oh. That's one of the sort of weaknesses of command grabs. Oh. Which is that, or not command grabs. This guy has attacks that come around from the side, which can get past your shield. Thinking of too many things at once is difficult. Alright, feels like these loading screens are getting longer. I guess Irithyll is a pretty detailed location. Let's see. Have I done anything interesting recently? No. Just generally trying to think of stories to tell while I make this irritatingly long run back to where I died. I don't do things. My car ran out of battery and I was helped by a very nice, friendly person. I'm doing alright. I just don't do things. Like, my car is specifically, like, it runs out of battery because I don't drive anywhere. Art's going fine. Art is going fine. I haven't drawn anything too recently. Yeah. So, apparently, if you don't drive, like, enough distance, cars' batteries don't charge enough. Which is something that I only learned recently. Oh no. Oh, good thing I just healed. Oh, maybe it was, I guess it wasn't enough. Yeah, so I have to think of things to actually do now. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even read my manual when I got my car. Apparently, because I read it the first time that happened, because it said in the manual, you need to drive, like, what was it? Repeated short distance drives can drain the battery for your engine. So it says it right in the manual. Also, the cold weather isn't helping. And there's one more thing in conjunction. Right, it also said that you should just let your car run for at least 30 seconds after you start the car, and not just gun straight into driving. Which is something that I definitely did. I try not to do anymore. Although typically, I wake up pretty late. Not late, but I don't like wasting time. So a lot of the times I will wake up right before I need to be somewhere. So that I don't have to bother with, like, spending time not being somewhere. And not waiting to go somewhere. Because my brain is bad and it doesn't work right. Oh. It is technically possible to escape from that without taking the full damage. You'll always take damage from it. Getting near its ribs actually hurts you. Okay, that was close. Okay. Take two. But now I have a much wider area to fight him in. No risk of incurring the wrath of yet another watchdog. Yeah, these guys are actually very... similar to an enemy from Bloodborne. I forget what they're called. Chimerian watchdogs, I think? But they're basically like big fire versions of these guys. Oh, the length of this weapon is actually... I thought it wouldn't be too big of a deal. It is starting to really be difficult on me. I can get like one hit in every now and then. I've got like two... Oh! Yeah, like I said, that happens sometimes where you have your shield up and then they just snake their head around the side and kill you anyways. I need to get those souls back. That's like 3 or 4 whole levels that I had on me. Why did I do that? Bring that many souls down to fight the watchdogs? And I guess there's very little chance of actually dying permanently. I don't know. Because it is technically only those 2, now 1 enemies that you have to worry about on the run. But I did also bring the Sullivan souls out instead of investing those. That's why I, just bad at investing, huh? Alright, well, once I finish fighting these guys, I'll just teleport back to Firelink Shrine. Oh no, my souls are right over there. I died in a pretty dangerous spot, huh? Ow. Oh, I thought I could outrun that, but he can turn. This fight is brutal. The fact that that even, like, hits you a little bit when he misses. Ooh, painful. Alright, I only get 1 attack. I need to stop going for 2. That attack gets me so often. Because he has the really big wind-up. Where he raises up and then bites down hard. And then he just has a very quick, like, snap afterwards that I never anticipate. That has killed me an unfortunate number of times. I mean, any number of times greater than 1 is unfortunate. I was just a weird thought running through my head. I've never watched any of Dragon Ball, and I don't know too much about it. All I know is that Saiyans supposedly get stronger when they lose. Or something like that. All of them. All of the Dragon Ball. And I've seen a couple of, like, episodes out of context. I remember when I was young, I saw Boo turn people into cookies, and that horrified me existentially. Okay. I need to use these pillars to my advantage. Yeah. But I was just thinking, like, Goku would be really good at Dark Souls games. Because it's all about dying and learning from your mistakes. Oh, he didn't do his quick snap afterwards. Okay. There is no safe place to stand fighting this enemy. It can turn on an absolute dime. Alright, I need a pillar. Protection of the pillar. Oh, one attack, one attack. I can probably just kill him with fireballs. Just gonna... Oh, okay. There we go. Oh. Oh, there's the Ring of Favor. Time to put that on and never take it off. Oh, I still had these stone blade rings. Those are kind of pointless to use now that I'm not fighting elemental type enemies. Yeah, Ring of Favor. It used to be called the Ring of Favor and Protection in Dark Souls 1. I guess they changed that for this one. It basically just does everything. Increases max HP, stamina, and equip load. It's really good. Alright, what do I put in this final slot? Evil Eye? I think I might. Yeah, why not? Evil Eye, let's go. Get a little bit of health back from defeated foes. Right. And after you defeat that final watchdog, you get a bonfire down here. Which is really nice, because I would not like to go back to the other bonfire. I'm also... Well, I guess I'll come back here. But first we should talk to this bloated corpse over here. Hello, Archdeacon McDonald. How's your farm doing? Right, cool. So this is the, what was it? Back when I was... Back when I was still a caster. I was looking at the deep sorceries. And it turns out... Or not it turns out. But you can get a better version of the deep sorcery that I was considering getting from that guy. But now we'll never see it. So. Oops. Guess I decided to play a slightly more efficient build. Caster's bad. Right. Hello.
Very well, then
Okay, what do I want? Wait, what's my weapons scaling at right now? Right, there are a couple of things that I'm considering doing with this katana. Wait, can I infuse it? I don't remember. I can, okay. So heavy makes strength scaling. I don't want that. Sharp makes dexterity scaling good. That would be alright. I might not want to invest too heavily into that. Refined is equality. Not great. Raw is raw. That's just a straight damage increase. I might want to try and make it bleed better. It reduces my damage, but it adds additional bleed damage to this. Because it's either bleed or sharp. And sharp's just like a straight damage increase that scales the better my dexterity is. But I don't really want to boost my dexterity too high, I don't think. And bleed is really situational. Maybe I'll just hold off on doing that. Because, instead, I can come down here. You can teach me Flame Arc, right? You can. Okay.
Do not be gone. What is it?
So instead of infusing my weapon, I can just use the Flame Arc. Which involves having the Pyromancy Flame in this hand. Oh, I need to attune the Flame Arc. Have a seat, attune my spells, Karthus Flame Arc. Good. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do it. Now I can just do this. And have a flaming sword. I don't know how long it lasts. But that's pretty cool. Right, oh, I need to also spend my levels. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. The sword stays flaming after you sit at a bonfire. So you can use the Flame Arc. And then sit at a bonfire to regain the FP that you spent for it. And you'll still have a flaming sword for 0 cost. Alright. I need to use a couple of poppable souls. I think that might actually be enough. Just that one.
Welcome home. Very well, then take.
I wasn't paying too close attention to the numbers. 1,000 short. Alright.
Farewell, may the flame.
Wish you could just spend souls in that menu. It's fine. Alright.
Welcome home.
I think that one's actually going to be enough, because I was actually like 500 short, but it was... The big number was 1,000 under, yeah. Again, more endurance. In fact, I don't think I could have even popped a more perfectly sized soul. Right. Water reserve. Not too much of a reserve left in here. You're pretty low on water. Guess that's why everyone's skin is all not great. Also, why would you... Like, if this is like a water sort of storehouse, I guess. Kind of odd that there's such, like, intricately detailed statues. So many little crevices and nooks. Cleaning this place must be a nightmare when it's full up on its reserve of water. Look at all the bloodstains on the ground. Just in the entry area, because everyone knows that you have to bait that one watchdog into the corner there before you can even fight the other one. And then they all died. Because those guys are impossible. There's probably pretty good players that can do it, though. I recently watched a video on a very specific type of speed run, which is lowest item speed run, where it's not strictly how fast you can do it, but it's how fast you can do it is the secondary motivator, with the primary one being how few items can you pick up. And we got some good ashes there. Also, there's a whole bunch of really nice guys who definitely don't need to get a hobby other than shooting arrows at people on narrow pathways. Yeah, Silver Knight's got real fancy in this game. You used to be able to use, like, lightning magic. They definitely didn't move like that. Okay. Yeah, I really shouldn't expect my sword to ever interrupt anyone else's swings. I'm just using a dinky little katana. Oh. A good thing he missed, because my parry was like 5 minutes late. Alright, come on. So I actually got a mistimed parry there. So I parried, and I was like a second off or something. Because it reduced the damage. But it didn't actually trigger a parry, so. It was like a couple seconds off. I don't know the exact timing. Ooh, dangerous. In the earlier games, it used to be that, when you successfully backstabbed a guy, it would break your lock-on. So I keep unlocking from any enemies that I backstab, because I think I have to re-lock onto them. Just the worst. Okay. Oh, I forgot forgot about this. That attack does a lot of lightning damage. Wow, he really spasmed out when I killed him with fire damage. It's pretty brutal. Ooh. I forgot you had a spear. Yeah, there weren't any Silver Knights with spears back in Dark Souls 1. It's an unheard of concept. Silver Knights only ever used sword and shield, or the great bow, obviously. As is the famous, what's it? Yeah, the rooftop portion where you have to try and get past the archers on the absolutely nothing narrow pathway. Right. So technically, that would be a pretty good shortcut. If I didn't just finish the zone. So like that shortcut leads directly into the shortcut that I opened previously. I guess it's actually useful in this very one specific instance where I pick up that item, and then the only way back... Oh. So there was a roof to the left of me that I was trying to drop onto. We'll see it in a bit. I guess what the shortcut I opened was useful. Unfortunately so. Alright, well, back to Sullivan's bonfire then. Alright. I think my recipe redeem is open, if anyone cares for that. Let me double check. Hello, Sebastian. Wow. Yeah, it is. Well, if anyone wants a recipe, now's the time. Oh, but he's doing his normal thing where he's sat directly in front of my monitor. You want to sit in my lap? He's been doing that a lot more recently. It's cold. Come on. No? Okay. It's just wandering around my desk. Definitely not the best place for you to be sitting right now, Sebastian. Oh, no. Ooh, don't stand up, please. He's just in front of my left-hand monitor now. Whoa. So I can't see chat right now. Oh, or the left-hand side of my screen. Sebastian, please. I beg of you. Right, so there's the shortcut I was talking about. Again, pretty useful. But It's only useful in the circumstance that you die really foolishly where I did. Oh, he's rubbing up against my microphone now. Oh, thank goodness my souls didn't drop lower. Alright. I'm just going to run past these guys. Wow, one of them fell off a cliff. Alright. Oh no, you don't want to come in? Oh, yes, he's sitting on my lap now. Thank goodness. Oh, alright, well, he's halfway onto my lap. Yes, that is my microphone. Good kitty. Please, settle down. I'm really glad that that Silver Knight can't walk in here. He smells like he was just outside. I mean, he's cold, so he was probably just outside. Alright, so, back to work. This place is lifted directly from Dark Souls 1. This is the Dark Sun Tomb. It used to be that you had to put on a very specific ring, and this statue would disappear. But now you can just hit it, and it does the same thing. So this used to be the site of a covenant. This hallway used to be infinitely long, or roughly approximate to infinitely. This brass armor was on an NPC that was affiliated with this covenant back in Dark Souls 1. Again, this was stuff that I didn't actually do. And if I hadn't killed that enemy that had turned into a statue, Henri's corpse would be here. Treasure ahead. If I remember correctly, there's nothing here. Yeah. And on the other side is a very peculiar little ring. The reversal ring. So, this ring... Where is it? Reversal ring. Here it is. Males can perform female actions and vice versa. Divine ring granted to the Darkmoon Gwendolyn in his youth. Causes males to perform female actions and vice versa. Gwendolyn was raised like a daughter through the aura of the moon and was said to behave like a sullen, brooding goddess. What? Oh, okay. Wait, what? Those two statements are contradictory. I think. Yeah. So all the ring does in gameplay is change your animation set. Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. I don't remember what I was doing. But also, moving forward from here, we have even more Dark Souls 1 nostalgia. Because we've got this big old rotating tower directly from Dark Souls 1. And my first time through here, normally you can only ever pull these levers when you're getting an elevator back from somewhere. My first time through here, I was stuck in this area forever because I didn't even think to try and pull that lever. I thought you had to, like, start what happened there from somewhere else. But now, if I go back up... Because I actually have to do something from the top first. Dark Souls doesn't deal too terribly well with two moving things directly on top of each other. Most games don't. Here we are. It's Anne Orlando, directly from Dark Souls 1. And this is actually one of my minor gripes with Dark Souls 3. Like, it's real neat. We've got, like, a location directly from Dark Souls 1. They do some interesting things with it. But it doesn't feel like it belongs here. Because specifically what I mean is, it feels like it makes Dark Souls 2 not happen. Because Dark Souls 2 feels like it takes place, like, thousands of years after Dark Souls 1. Like, the world has changed, new kingdoms have risen and fell, and, like, the status quo is completely different. But in Dark Souls 3, it feels like Dark Souls 1 was just last Tuesday. And also there's an invisible pathway here. Just like in Dark Souls 1, but it's even more difficult to tell, because there's nothing falling on it. Alright, here we go. And we have another bonfire. And a very easy to miss NPC. Hello.
Name thyself, stranger. I am Yorshka, captain of the Darkmoon Knights. What beckoned thee to such a place?
Perform Darkmoon Loyalty. This is a gesture that I got
Thou
from
thinkst too?
that
Very
one lady.
well. Captain to this knightless company I remain. I will grant thee purpose. Thou'st journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I place thee under the aegis and the power of the Dark Moon. Thou art now a blade of the Dark Moon, the only knight of our company. Swear this oath and face thy solemn duty.
There we go. She's pretty neat. It's kind of difficult to see because she's sitting down, but she does have a tail. And she has markings and tentacles on her face and neck. So she's probably some sort of dragon crossbreed. Oh, you can actually see her tail
Good
from the
blade
side.
of the
There it
Dark
is.
Moon. Welcome home. If I can provide thee succor, only tell me how. Long ago, our father Gwyn, lamenting the waning of the fire, became cinder of his own will. Now, the fire is linked by the champions who have come in his stead.
Very nice
Such is the
sky.
will of Father and the gods. And so the Darkmoon Knights took arms to watch over those who link the fire. But long ago, our company lost its last proper knight. Only its covenant was preserved to this day, until the time of thy visit. Heirdom taketh many forms, indeed. May I pose thee a question?
Oh, this is fun.
This tower, this prison, stands tall and solitary, the contraption bridging its lower reaches long unmoving. So, by what path didst thou here ascend? Art thou a creature of the air? Or other winged thing?
She's so childish. I think both of these answers are fun. Telling her you can or cannot fly.
No, of
No,
course
I
not.
can't fly.
Forgive my prying. Think no more on mine asking.
Oh no, it's more fun to say you can fly.
I'm
Never mind.
ashamed to say I know very little of anything. Long ago, of now
Okay,
such
well.
long only Heirdom. Off so soon, may the dark moon watch over thee.
She's nice. Again, very reminiscent of Priscilla, the half-breed from Dark Souls 1. But, to Anor Londo. And we can actually do a very interesting thing here. Very similar to when we helped out the other Darkmoon Knightess. We can get summoned into someone else's world, in NPCs, specifically. And we should see that right up the top of the stairs. A little bit of fighting to get through, but nothing that can't be handled with a little good old-fashioned fire katana. Oh no, I forgot there was a second one. Try to parry that. These guys got a lot stronger, huh? Okay, let's try drawing out one at a time, huh? That thing's a little bit easier for me. You know what? Oh no, I was about to say I should probably change my weapon type. Because katanas are notoriously bad against armored enemies. But I don't have anything upgraded to the same degree that my katana is. Wait, can I... Oh, I can't use my executioner sword anymore. Tricky situation indeed. Oh, I got Yorshka's spear as well. Yorshka was the lady what we just talked to. Good thing I died down bottom. Alright. Bit further down, please. Alright. Alright, let's try it. Oh. There we go. That's a parry. Alright, I need you dead quickly. Your friend's coming. Alright. And also, if you're playing this game offline, you want to be farming these guys for the... oh, okay. The Covenant item for Yorshka. Proof of Concord kept, I think it's called. Because these Silver Knights are the only enemies in the game that drop them. I was just trying to go for a normal attack. Not hitting backstabs. But also they drop Titanite shards and Titanite large shards, so... useful farming, I suppose. So here you see a sign requesting cooperation sat next to a prism stone. Alright. So, way back in the catacombs, we made the choice not to tell Henri about Horus, because I wanted this line of dialogue that you get when you go into Henri's world to help. And you also get a sneak peek at the boss of the area by doing this.
I thought it might be you. Then I'm afraid Horace.
Okay, those arrows get a lot more dangerous in second phase. Alright, but this is Aldrich, one of the main bosses. And I never actually fought the boss from Dark Souls 1 that Aldrich is paralleling. But on the top half of this boss, aside from the big worm, is the body of one of the bosses from Dark Souls 1. An old god of the Pantheon. Oh, okay, here it is. This is hyper super dangerous attack. I really hope Henri survives it. Oh, good job, Henri. I was almost certain that would kill you. Alright. And we're also fighting the boss in the same... Oh, okay. The same room we fought Ornstein and Smaug. Alright, that one's also going after Henri. Henri... Okay, yep. That's what I was worried about. Oh, Henri died. Yeah, NPCs are pretty bad at dodging that arrow attack. Because it fires for, what, like 7 to 10 seconds, something like that. And it directly tracks to your character, and if you stand still or, like, aren't constantly running from it, you will die. Alright, but the nice thing is you can just go again. Alright, hopefully I can draw more aggro this time. Let Henri survive a little bit longer.
I thought it might be you. Then I'm afraid Horace...
Really interesting that the boss music didn't start until Henri finished talking. I don't think Aldrich has moved into Phase 2 yet. Yeah, okay. No fire. Oh, nope, this looks like it's going to be a Phase 2 transition. Oh, no. Just couldn't decide where they wanted to come out of the ground. A very non-committal groundhog. Now we're in Phase 2. Well, you just don't like that corner, do you, Aldrich? Okay, the ground fire does actually hurt a fair bit. I don't remember it being that strong. To reapply the fire. From what I remember, Aldrich, or none of the bosses that do this in their second phase where they get, like, fired up, or embered up, as I theorize is what's happening. I don't think they become resistant to fire. They just have fire on them. Can you even take bleed damage, Aldrich? Oh, hey, it's going after me now. That's actually really good. Whoa, I almost died. Yeah, it's definitely better that I be targeted by that attack than Henri. And there we go. Now we just have to do that in our own world.
I owe this to you. Thank you, truly. Horace, we've done it. We really have.
So there we go. We got Henri's quest done. Because, one of the interesting sort of parallels in this game is that every, or not every, but there are a bunch of, how to say, so there's groups of unkindled that were risen, and they correspond to a specific Lord of Cinder. So, for instance, there is Hawkwood, the crestfallen warrior of the place, who corresponds to the Undead Legion, since he used to be a member of the Undead Legion but fled. There's obviously Sigvard of Katharina, who was tasked with killing Yorm, and we accidentally got him killed in that task. And then afterwards, there is Henri, who's paralleled with Aldrich. And then there's one final one. Alright, time for sadness. This is the friendly giant blacksmith from Anne Orlando. Used to have a chest behind him in Dark Souls 1. Very sad. But nothing to be done about it now. We got a coal, and that's all we can really do. There used to be a hole in this window. I guess they fixed it. By that I mean there used to be a hole in this window in Dark Souls 1. I don't mean in Dark Souls 3. There was never a hole there in Dark Souls 3. Be wary of up. Spooky beast. I'm trying to remember what the name of those guys are. Curse Beast? I don't know. Yeah. And that used to be the way that you got to the early portion of the level. And there are some of those channeler casters throwing fireballs about. Such polite gentlemen. Alright, and I believe opening the door causes Curse Beast to drop down. Hey. These guys are pretty tough to fight. Fighting on the staircase makes it slightly easier to fight him, because his attacks go a little bit wonky. Yeah, like that. Oh, I actually got a bleed proc off there. Now I just need one more hit. And I got Aldrich's Ruby. Now, from the last one of those I defeated, I got Aldrich's Sapphire. Alright, I think I actually just want to go back down to the bonfire. And then sit. Ah, okay. I thought I had just thrown myself off a cliff again. Because I don't look down slopes before I run off of them. I am an exceptional individual. Okay. Sebastian's being a little bit restless on my lap. Just shifting his position round and back and forth and sitting down and moving from the left to the right side. Alright. But it's a lot easier to run through this room than it is the same room from Dark Souls 1. Ow. And even if you get tagged a little bit in this room, it's much less damp. Okay, I thought I triggered walking through the fog, and I stopped to scratch my nose. Okay. I don't have anyone to split his attention now. It's going to be slightly more difficult. I think in phase... Okay, no. I thought I'd remembered in phase 1 that you could just sort of ignore the arrow attack. You can't. It is difficult in every single stage. I guess you just have to dodge around the side. Alright. Well. At least we know for future. And I still have a Fubuki stream going in the other room. So I'm just hearing, whoa, that was just noises. Oh, there's actually a chest there off to the left. Forgot about that. I don't remember it having anything monumental. I'm fine leaving it alone. Through the fire. I'm gonna get tagged by a stray fireball. Oh, you know what? I can actually two-hand my weapon. I'm not gonna be blocking any damage from this guy. Pull the disappearing act. I'll just top off. I have no idea what he's trying to do when he does that. Ooh, phase 2 already. Oh, here it comes. You can't really keep an eye on Aldrich when that happens either, because of how the lock-on works. Oh, not again. Okay, wait, can I lock on and run? I can. Okay. Oh, my flame ran out. Alright, let me reapply my fire too. You've got yours out. Oh, not again. Alright, I need to start close to where Aldrich pops up. I think that's the key for not getting instantly arrowed. Whoa, okay. Something just, like... I think some plastic just became decompressed near me for no reason. And that sound really spooked Sebastian. And then he jumped, which made me jump, which made him jump. Oh, wow, you can do that attack 3 times in a row, huh? Oh, not another arrow storm. Okay, there we go. Was that second try? I just overestimated one of his attacks.
Unkindled one. The fire fades and awaits its one last reward. Prince Lothric is in your hands.
This is something that I don't like that happens.
Please save his soul.
There's a couple of things that I feel like they could have done, other than instantly teleporting you out of the boss room, and that you finish that boss fight in. Because there's still some items in that boss room, and an entire bonfire back there, too. I wasn't given the chance to activate the bonfire or grab those items that are still back there, but instead it just teleports me here, because this is the scene of the next bonfire or boss fight. And if I talk to Emma, I start the next boss fight instantly with 80,000 souls on my person and 4 Estus flasks, which I'm not going to do. So here we are back at the sort of beginning of the game. These guys are the Lothric Knights, and Vort's boss arena is just below us. And I'm just going to go to Vort's boss arena, because, you know, there's a bonfire in here. I'm getting very overzealous with my swings. Stretch and hydrate. Give me a second. I'm going to go sit at the bonfire, and then I will fulfill your request, Kiwi Fluff. No problem. Oh. Actually, due to the nature of how I'm sitting and the fact that I have a cat on my lap, I am actually hunched over a fair bit. I can probably lean back a bit more while playing. Right. I actually want to go back to Firelink Shrine. So, my idea for how you could fix that system, where it just teleports you straight to that next boss fight, Dark Souls has been going well. I have given up on casting. I now use a katana. Or any other dex weapon that I happen to be using. Or happen to upgrade. I haven't upgraded any other weapons yet, so just the katana for now.
Very well, then take.
But Let's just get that up to 30. And I suppose I can just start boosting my dexterity. Alright, how much do I need? 10,000 for the next level? That's doable, I think. Actually, you know what? It's actually a lot easier to, oh, I have Umbral Ash as well. Here, take the Easterner's ashes.
Fine ash thou'st give let Iona.
What did that give me access to? The, Eastern armor. Actually pretty good, if I'm remembering correctly. It looks very unique. But nothing else. Oh, maybe that gave me access to the large shards. Just don't remember. Okay. But if you sell items, she gives you their exact value. So I need 10,000 souls. That's 8,000 from that, and 2,000 from that.
Ashen one.
Welcome home. Very well, then take.
Might actually be a couple souls short. Nope, almost exactly. 500 over even. Alright.
Farewell, Ashen maid.
So there we go. Alright, I think... Oh, wait, first I'm going to talk to some of the NPCs that are scattered about. I think Andre has some information for me.
Tis good, wasn't he? Oh, by the by.
Yeah.
If you find any
No,
headlights
okay.
with
He's still just giving me tutorial dialogue. Someone has important information.
Ow.
Is it you?
Ashen one. Bring with it.
No, it's tutorial dialogue. Oh, Ludlith. It's Ludlith who has the dialogue for me.
Well met, that at last returned. Knowst thou the name Anri of Astora? The brave girl left this as thanks.
So we get Henri's sword.
Elucidation. So, happened upon any twisted souls? Ah, most ill.
Okay.
In
Though gave no elucidation. I very specifically remember in dialogue that I've heard elsewhere, he says, "Seek not the girl, she would not wish it." I don't think I'm misremembering that either. So I can get the Darkmoon longbow. Is it? Maybe I want to make this. Again, I normally say arrows are pretty useless. Or bows. I think it might be fun just trying to use one.
now, seek not.
Oh, there it is.
She knoweth her fate, what will become of her upon her duty's end. She would not wish thee follow her.
No. So, I know where Henri went. It's kind of difficult to suss out. Because it doesn't make too much logical sense. Maybe I'll do it later. But for right now, I'd like to get the main quest started. Oh, Sebastian, are you on your way out? Or are you just repositioning yourself? Just a bit of a reposition, it looks like. Oh, no. Now he's going onto my table. Oh, that's the worst. Please don't mess with anything, Sebastian. He's standing directly over my keyboard. Come on. Figure something out. He's just sort of standing halfway. Oh, looks like he might actually be leaving. Or he's doing a thing where he walks behind my monitors, and I get worried that he's going to mess up my cables. That happens a lot. That happens too much. Alright, I'm just gonna run past the Lothric Knights. I don't think they can chase me. I'm pretty sure you get stuck on the door. Alright. Hello, Emma. No, she doesn't have the cool ring around her anymore.
Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul.
Wait, I can actually scoot my chair in a bit closer.
What he must be, a lord.
Alright. And she gives me a basin and then dies. Alright. Oh. And here we have one of the more interesting boss intro cutscenes. So, I'm just going to relate this to the Elden Ring gameplay and footage and trailers that we've seen thus far. So, this boss here was sort of like the main feature of Dark Souls' marketing. And we're about, what, a good 60% through the game? Maybe 70? Oof. She actually just slapped me. That's funny. Oh, I can't see, those benches are in the way. So I'm just thinking about what, like, their history of what point in the game the bosses that they show. Because the main boss that they have been focusing on for Elden Ring is Godric? Godric the Golden. So he seems like he might be a mid to late game boss. Sort of in the same vein as the dancer here. Okay, here we go. Now we've entered the tricky phase. I'd like to get a bleed proc off. I think I actually did just get a bleed off. Ooh. My range was lower than it needed to be there. Oh, hey! I first tried the dancer. That's nice. Oh. Alright. And very interestingly, when the dancer dies, she lets out a big puff of smoke that extinguishes any fires that she may have lit on the pillars. However, I also realized I forgot to use my flame katana at any point in the fight. Oh no, you... I watched Vati's video, and you're supposed to be able to light fires yourself. Ah, there we go. Yeah. So you can light your own fires. And then set this place ablaze yourself. I remember he specifically did it with a torch. But, looks like the flame arc works as well. Alright. Place basin. It's just a very, very tiny little lord vessel. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly is happening here. Why the statue is bleeding. But a common theme of the statues in this area is self-sacrifice. Usually through self-decapitation. Because there are two statues to either side of that one that we just interacted with. And when we place the basin, it slices its own neck that have their own decapitated heads being held in their hands, like such. So what's even happening here, I have no clue. Oh, and I should spend these souls. I thoroughly expected that fight to last much longer. Especially considering how many times I died to easier bosses, like Yorm. Or, I consider Sullivan to be an easier boss than the Dancer. I guess I was sort of still getting my sea legs with, you know, back to melee weapons. Alright. When I was fighting Sullivan. Okay. I'm trying to remember what area the lady that sits here that's part of the Darkmoon Blades goes to now. Oh, we can actually set Aldrich's skull down, because we got that too. We're just missing the one, the big chair in the center of the room. There's Aldrich's skull, half deteriorated and covered in maggots. Because he was a gross boy. Alright. Where does she go? I'm remembering one specific location, but I think that's the final place. I'm fairly certain I'm missing one in-between area. I'm gonna look it up. DS3... Darkmoon... I forget her proper name, so I'm just gonna look up the gesture you get from her, which is Darkmoon Loyalty. And that should... Cirrus of the Sunless Realm. That's it. Alright. Speak with Cirrus in Firelink Shrine. Done. Find the Dream Tracer's ashes. Done. Speak with Cirrus at Firelink. Gain the gesture. Done. Kill Sullivan's beast. Done. Fight Creighton. Alright. Second bonfire, sun appears, da-da-da-da-da. Talk to her at Firelink Shrine, get the Blessed Mail, done. After defeating Aldrich... Okay. Yeah, no, that's, I guess I wasn't missing a step. So, how you're ever supposed to find this on your own, I have no clue. But if I were to go to Cliff Underside... Yeah, this is 100% an area that you would never go back to in normal gameplay. Because if you were trying to go to the Covenant location, you would just warp directly to the bonfire. Oh, also the sun is doing this cool eclipse thing now. So that's nice. Very berserk. Oh, looks like Sebastian's... Well, it sounds like Sebastian's messing around with something. I heard something fall over. Alright. But this is the room where the boss fight... Oh. Boss fight with, the Curse-Rotted Greatwood took place. And Cirrus has a request for cooperation here. You would never come back here. There's literally no reason. But here we are, with Cirrus, off to kill Haldrick.
Just as I promised, Grandad. Remember?
Right. He's actually using a slightly more efficient bleed build than I am. Because he's using the flambeos. Oh, and he's using power within. Oh. Alright, looks like my R... What was it? R1 spamming actually worked against me. This guy knows how to parry. He also threw a miracle that's normally pretty common, but it's actually kind of difficult to get in this game, called Warmth. It heals everything that's nearby it. And there we go. How long was that going to keep going? Cirrus just wandering off into nowhere. Alright, but the summon sign only appears there, and as far as I know, I don't think that there's any hint that that's where you would want to go. And this drop doesn't kill you, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah. So that's just a damageless fall for fun. Because the only real reason you'd ever have to come back to this area would be to use that altar right there. But you would just warp to the bonfire down here. Right, and we also got the sunset armor, which is Hodrick's armor from, you know, killing him. So now, I head back to Firelink. And oh, there's Cirrus. Hello.
Oh, I'm afraid I've involved you in my affairs over a little promise at that. My sincerest thanks for your assistance. At last, my grandfather will rest in peace, and I can die. But there is one last. May I take a vow to serve you as a knight? Oh,
yes.
I am most grateful. I, Cirrus, do hereby serve as your faithful knight.
And I believe...
Whenever I am needed. My loyalty shall never waver. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Yeah. I believe she becomes a summonable NPC at very key boss fights now.
If I may ever be of assist, I am your knight. Blessing of the...
Yeah. I like how she pronounces her S's.
Ow.
Yeah. So I misremembered. The hint... the hint for where to find her is in the description of the budding green blossom item. Green flower-shaped weed with small white blossoms. Large temporary boost to stamina recovery speed. A brief attached message suggests that it was a gift. Goodbye, dear grandmother. I will visit grandfather in the Pit of Hollows. That's the only hint. That you need to go back to the Pit of Hollows and find something.
Knowest thou if that's that cordial intrusion layeth the path, and so thou then thy Ashen one.
Okay. Well, now I've done all of that. Is there anything left to do other than the critical path? I don't think so. Okay. Well, I mean, there's the side path that's directly off of the critical path, but... Oh, and there's the DLC, too. I could probably start the DLC at this point. Maybe not a bad idea. Yeah, why not? Let's have some fun in the snowy area. DLCs for this game are fairly obviously good. I'm interested if they will do any DLC for Elden Ring. I feel like they have to, right? Painted World of Arian Down.
No.
Huh. His voice echoed real far out of that cave. Was that him dying? What's up, Rot Boy?
Quick.
Okay, nothing new to say. Yeah, his voice carries. Alright. Well, you obviously never walk down the main pathway for fear of ambush. Because there are a lot of people here. And these guys aren't particularly tough, but they're kind of tricky. These are only, like, base enemies in this DLC. Ooh, he actually has a pretty good... What's it called? His shield is good. It's... my kick didn't knock it aside. Stability, that's what it's called. So yeah, those are just the basic grunt enemies of this DLC. First zone, at the very least. Right. Oh, you know what? I should probably have applied my flame arc. Ow. Okay, that was close. Yeah, these guys have infinite spears, and I believe you can get the same spear that does the same sort of thing where you can just throw it forever. Also, I'm trying to remember where the Hornet Ring is. Which I believe, like, makes your riposte stronger. I don't remember where it's located at. Oh, I just hate it when enemies survive with a single sliver of health left. So infuriating. Right. There are big flies here, too. Kind of odd that there's a big fly in this massive snowstorm. Who am I to tell him what to do? Well, my Flame Arc doesn't even boost the damage enough against those specific enemies to the point where it kills them in 3 hits, because it still takes 4. This is a fun little trick. Where that snow shelf just collapses under you. I will actually want my Flame Arc applied in this zone. There's quite a few enemies that are weak to fire damage. Specifically wolves. Beasts don't like fire. Okay. So the trick to this zone is to just back yourself into the corner here and fight next to the cliff. So that you can't get surrounded by this absolute pack of wolves. Yeah. Because they actually, like, hunt. They circle you and try and surround you. And they're really good at it. Alright, let's go for two-handed. Abandon my defense. Oh, okay. And sometimes they just run off of cliffs. Because they make such, like, aggressive movements. Is that all of them? Oh, no. That one's just sort of standing there. I think he got his feet stuck. That was a very risky, strong attack. I thought I could get it out, and I could. Oh, hey. Where'd you sneak out from? Alright, is that it? Am I finally done with wolves? Okay, well. Now I have to worry about trees. These guys are also pretty weak to fire damage. But I only have one more use of my Karthus Flame arc left, so... I'm just gonna make do with killing these tree ladies the old-fashioned way. Oh no. Can I escape from this? I can't, okay. Well, I got hit with frostbite. Definitely not the worst status ailment for sure. Right. And then you wake up at the clown parade. Ow. Oh! I missed one. Oh! Okay, you have got a bit more range to you than I thought. I thought that was your best ranged option. Just lightly breathing. Ooh. Almost got grabbed again. Oh, fortunately I was able to stun her just in time. Right, come on a bit lower. I don't want to fight you on a straight hallway. You've got a massive advantage there. Come on, down a bit lower. At the very least to a point where your friends can't also throw spears at me. Alright. Oh. Efficient kills. That's all I need. There isn't even like a particularly good reward up at the top here. It's just kind of difficult to get and I would like it, so... Efficiency. And for my trouble, I get the Javelin. Okay, let me actually take a look at the Javelin. I thought it was actually the Follower's Torch that was up there. Light spear wielded by the Pharaoh followers, balanced to allow for throwing. Followers attack in groups, surrounding foes, shielding themselves and thrusting their spears at their foes. On a final command, they hurl their spears at the fallen foe, to give the retired warrior an honorable send-off. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Let me actually put one of those on. Or put it on. There's only one follower spear. It's a spear. I don't really want to use its special ability, because I think that would drain the last bit of my FP that I need to apply one more Karthus Flame Arc. Alright. Where's my black sword? There it is. Because I need it for one more fight. That is just over here. This side. Look at that big wolf. Alright, let's take out the small wolves first. Yeah, there's two that stay over here and don't join in when the rest of the pack comes. Because they're supposed to join in with the big wolf if you run straight at him. Oh, come on. Alright. Now I can throw in the flame arc. Oh, there's one more. Oh no. This guy's sort of like a less dangerous version of those dogs that I was fighting in the water basement. He's also a lot cooler, so... we gotta pass. His attacks are a lot less spontaneous. Wow, that one hits through shields. It's very good at catching me out. Oh! Alright, that one hit around the side of my shield, too. Alright. Unfortunate. You don't also have to defeat that wolf. It disappears when it gets down to half health, I think. It just vanishes in a puff of snow. So that's why I wasn't too fussed with my health total. He has a lot of attacks that just bypass shields. And ironically, the followers don't actually follow you down here. Alright, but now I have to deal with the entire wolf pack again. Alright, come on over. Alright, you know what? It's probably better to, oh, I was going to say it's probably better to start in early before the entire wolf pack arrives, but, oh, they're good at getting here fast. Oh, hey, I did that thing that I said the wolves do a lot. Which is jump off of the cliff. And they followed me down. Yeah, I would like to get a, like, proper fight in with the Great Wolf. Which is just kind of difficult to do, because you have to deal with so many just random wolves. Yeah. Oh no. It's a tricky little fight. Let's see. Right, yeah. I think the best move is still to fight them on the cliff edge. Alright, let's play this aggro, though. Isolating them one at a time. I actually have a very tough time attacking from a higher elevation point. Because when they lunge forwards, it seems like it causes them to drop in elevation. The length of my sword definitely isn't helping me any. Okay. Ah! Accidentally kicked that dog in the nose. Whoops. Oh. I think that actually saved me, because the kick came out much faster than my sword swings. That was a very sort of desperate struggle. Alright. I do actually need you two to come over to me. I don't want to get within aggro range of Big Wolf. Here, what if I turn my back to you? Do you charge then? No? Can you tell where my camera's pointing? Oh, fighting wolves is difficult. Alright, time to run in on this wolf. You don't even get a chance to join in on this fight. I'm just bad at dodging that attack, huh? Okay, I finally dodged it. Such nice animations for certain attacks. There we go. Bring it to half health and it teleports away. That was a very desperate struggle. Alright, moving on. So this area is also just as difficult and unfair. These Millwood Knights are so strong. They're really beefy. They've got big health bars, they swing hard. Think you can backstab them? Yeah, okay. Even that didn't do very much damage. Their shields are strong. Not a fight you want to get into unprepared. You especially don't want to fight multiple of them at once. And you don't actually want to circle around to their shield arm side, because they have a shield bash that annihilates stamina. These guys aren't even meant to be, like, you know, terribly challenging enemies. They're almost grunts of the zone. They're like really powerful grunts. But they aren't like mini bosses or anything like that. Might as well be bosses though. How much damage I'm taking from it. I thought that was going to be a backstab. Ooh. Okay, there we go. That's not a kill, but might as well have been. I only dropped 2 Titanite shards. As if that wasn't one of the most difficult encounters I've had in the DLC. is a sniper up there that is launching arrows that explode. Alright. So there's actually a couple of Millwood Knights in this tower. I believe there's one that should be running down the staircase as we speak. I'm going to just run past. Right, unfortunately, these guys can't climb ladders. They're not very good at it. So he's kind of stuck down there. And this is a situation in which I wish I had Emit Force, the spell that causes a large amount of knockback. I think I'm just going to ignore him. Alright. There should be another ladder here, I think. Around the outside, perhaps? Yeah, okay. Right, and here we have Large Soul. But the big reward should be this thing out here. Out here. Captain's Ashes. So new ashes for the Handmaiden. That just gives me the ability to buy some of the Millwood armor, I believe, which looks very nice. I don't think it's particularly, like, it's not exceptionally good, but it's serviceable. And we got the Millwood Battle Axe, something I can't use because I'm dexterity now. I could do a plunging attack on him. I'd probably... Oh! So, come on. Oh, no. Oh, I just wanted that item there. Well, I wouldn't have survived anyways. Walking in a straight line. I hit a beam that turned my camera? Oh, that was the worst. I just wanted to walk up to the side of him and sort of stand there, threatening to do a plunging attack on him, but no, camera had other ideas. All the way back here. Alright. Well, it's fine. I don't have to fight the Millwood Knights. I was just doing it to prove that I can. I don't have to fight the wolves either. They don't go past the area where the big wolf drops down. Akaina. I'm just gonna ignore the sounds of hell lapping at my feet. And just run into a different type of hell. Let's run along the side paths. The Millwood Knights won't chase me that far. Exploding Arrows Archer, who killed me earlier, is still going at it. It's really mad at me. Alright, here comes other Millwood Knight. Really wish you just sort of dropped off the side of the staircase and had to enter some recovery animation. Big goal is to circle around the side of him. Ah, poor foolish Millwood Knight. Oh, my stomach's grumbling. I didn't have too much to eat. I had 2 pieces of toast this morning. I was going to get up earlier and get some food. Or cook some food, not get some food. But Sebastian decided that this was a morning that he wanted to just sit on my lap for a few minutes. Oh no, come on, please. Thank you. All I really wanted was that twinkling titanite. Now I can ignore that tower. All done with it. There is one more thing that I can potentially do. Over on that right-hand side of the world. But I think it might just be too irritating to do. Not even difficult, just sort of irritating. Alright, oops. Oh, really excited to have a mount in Elden Ring. But I can move faster than this mild jog. Video game characters actually move really fast. Like this normal walking speed is actually a light jog. Like I'm just imagining having the stamina to be able to run the amount that this man does. And the number is high. Okay. But I can also hook a left here. And fight Big Wolf again. But this time, he has unavoidable help. Oh wait, I remember there being... There we go. Like 5 or 6 wolves that drop in with him. Oh. I accidentally triggered a fall. Yeah, but that fight's, borderline unfair. Actually, I'm just gonna call it like it is. It is an unfair fight. There's almost no way you can deal with the 6 wolves that drop, and the big main wolf. But also that drop's the only way you can get that soul there. So, just whatever. I wasn't going to be able to deal with that on my own anyways. Yeah, this basically just drops you in the next zone. And you can get here through this path. And there is actually some items up on this path that I think I would like to get. I'm remembering correctly. Black firebombs. So yeah, these guys are incredibly weak to fire. It basically incapacitates them if you hit them with any fire damage. So using the fire sword against them is exceptionally strong. Again, I just didn't do that earlier because I wanted to save the fire for the fight against the big wolf. Yeah, really horrendous screams, too. Really, really in-pained sort of sounding. It's also really interesting because these trees, summon fires as well out of the tips of their branches. Kind of weird that they are weak to an element that they seem to be using pretty freely. Right. But the main reason I came up here was to deal with these gross little flies, because they're guarding something. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I thought he had grabbed me. What are they guarding? Frozen weapon. So that's basically what I'm doing to my sword, but ice damage instead. Because they introduced this whole, like, new damage type in this game with the Irithel Warriors and the frost damage and all that. They never really did too much with it up until this DLC. And they still kind of didn't. So there's a hole in the ground here, which is like a pseudo-secret. This is just a hole in the ceiling of this room here. So you can drop down and get this bonfire. Or you can just walk around the side. Real odd. Enemies in this zone aren't dropping very many souls, I'm realizing. Look at this rickety ramshackle bridge. Wonder if I could attack it and knock it down, just like the other rickety ramshackle bridge. Oops, my hand slipped. I've seen a fair few PvP videos in this zone that have people just breaking the bridge and killing others. It's a lot of fun. Also a whole bunch of praying forlorn. Be wary of ladder, yeah. You can descend this bridge, again, like a ladder. But we'll do that a bit later, perhaps. Here we have one of the best voices in all of Dark Souls. What's your name again? Vinhelm?
Well, you look to be unkindled. No bell tolls. And yet you've slipped into the painting. Oh, no matter. If you've lost your way, the words of Lady Frida will guide you.
Oh, you log.
Now go on inside.
Good suggestion.
Show respect and listen carefully. What's keeping you? Go on. Right inside. Show respect. And let Lady Frida speak to you.
I really like his voice.
What's keeping you? Show.
Alright. This DLC has a very good aesthetic to it. The candle on the floor looked like it was a summon sign. I was like, really? Already? I'm not even embered. And here we are, Lady Frida.
Welcome to the painted world of Ariandel. I am Frida. I have long stood beside our blessed Father and the rest of the forlorn. But forlorn thou seemeth not. Ashen One, I know not the missteps which led thee to this painted world. But thy duty is all, and thy duty
There was a
lieth
man in a
elsewhere.
red hood that just wouldn't shut up about his
Turn from
painting.
whence thou camest. I presume it visible to thee, the bonfire here in this room. A meek and faded thing, but 'twill guide thee nonetheless. Ah, yes. There is a thing thou
This is a
shouldst by
fun
rights
little line.
possess. Ours
It's like, you can
is a
see that
chance
bonfire, right?
encounter, to be
Just get
sure.
out.
But perhaps it was meant to be. Let this be a remembrance of this cold world, a thing to help thee bear thy duty.
No, she just gives us a chillbite ring, something that
Turn
is
from
pretty
whence thou
useless.
camest. Thou'st a place in that world, and that alone is cause to rejoice. Now, thou'st a
Alright. Yeah. She tells you to leave in a manner very similar to, Priscilla. Yeah. Yeah, she very much wants you to leave this place. Fun detail about this room. There's a whole bunch of paintings of her. And in every single one of the paintings, she is surrounded by or engulfed in flames. So that's a fun little detail. Also, there's a ladder here that basically everybody misses. I don't know why it's so hard to see. I didn't see it for the longest time either. You come into this room with a whole bunch of painting supplies. There's an easel and a blank canvas here. That's fun. A little bit of foreshadowing for the DLC, I guess. Man just backstepped through the door. Can't open this door yet. Can't even try to open the door, actually. But it's a door that can only be opened from one side. Hello.
Lady Frida has spoken, has she not?
He's a bit ruder when telling you to get out.
Be gone. There is one thing you should know. Inside the cold painting, curiosity could be your cross. Stray from the withering flame, and the snow will swallow you whole.
Yeah. Sorry, friend, but I'm going to be straying very deep into this painted world. Oh, the bridge is still broken. Okay. Well, I guess I'll be exploring this side of the painted world first. What a long ladder. Alright. But, this is actually also a very interesting area. Yeah. Because it's very reminiscent of the Great Hollow from Dark Souls 1. But it seems to not actually have too much in common with the Great Hollow, aside from the fact that it is just the roots of a tree along the side of a mountain. And much like before, there is a archer that is shooting arrows that explode. So, cannot be stationary for too long, or else I will die. Also, that insect will just jump off the cliff, die from falling damage, and we'll get that Twinkling Titanite regardless. Smart little lizard. Oh, hey, you didn't die. Good on you. My friend, you don't have a shield. I can just wail away at you to my heart's content. Alright, so there is one little bit of difficult maneuvering you can do here to get an item. Oh, I thought that explosion was enough to hit me. Follower's saber. Oh! Oh no. Oh no, don't kill me. Oh. There's a bonfire right there. Oh, maybe I should equip my silver cat ring. That might actually be useful. As I remember there being almost no instances in which the silver cat ring really helped you out. It's a little animation error. Sitting back down. Okay, what do I replace it with? I guess Evil Eye. Evil Eye is useful, but I hardly ever notice it's taking effect. Alright, let's just throw on the silver cat ring. I wonder why they decided to include the silver cat ring. Let's touch the bloodstain, see how these guys died. Hello? I'm not seeing a ghost anywhere. Oh. I saw it. The ghost spawned too far away to see. But I just sort of barely caught a glimpse of him plummeting down the center of the abyss. Because bloodstains can't spawn on the bridge. Because the bridge is not a piece of terrain. I took a while to recover from that fall. Also, no real point to picking up my souls. It's a measly 5,000. And souls are cheap here. Whoop, whoop. Okay, don't kill... Okay. Yeah, you don't get much souls for killing any of the enemies in this zone. So there's no real benefit to killing or picking up any of the souls that I get in the DLC here. It was kind of an irritating fall, though. Oh, she is, Lady Frida. Has a lot of issues spawning back in whenever I reappear. The unfortunate thing is... Yeah, there. Yeah, he was just hacking away at the bridge, huh? What a dunce. See that with, proper perspective. Goodbye. I hope he had a nice fall. I'm very hungry. What was that? A loud sound. Even with my, noise gate off. Oh, I'll take a drink as well. And a good stretch. Even with my noise gate off, I don't think it picked it up. So, that's good. There we go. Let's try and die. Not die. Is what I meant to say. Alright. I'll take the slightly safer route, I guess. Oh, I forgot to stretch. I'll do that in a second once I'm safe. This guy is a minor nuisance. I really find it... Okay. Really interesting, the fact that those guys are able to just throw their spears and get a new one. Alright. Stretch as well. Okay. Raising my elbows above... No, raising my shoulders. Just a series of pops. I actually have... I don't know if this is sort of a common thing that happens, or if this is unique to me, and I'm just special in my weird breathing problem. But any... Oh, my... So as I was saying... anytime I have my arms raised above my head, I have difficulty breathing. I don't know why that is. If there are ever any, like, circumstances where I'm, like, messing with something on a high shelf or repairing something high up, like fixing a shelf or something like that, like, I don't notice it as it's happening. But I'll, have my arms raised high above my head. And I'm just, like, tinkering with something. And then whenever I let my arms down, I realize that I haven't been breathing for the past 5 seconds. Because it was too difficult. And I don't know what's causing it. I think it might be something to do with, like, sort of maybe distending my diaphragm. Something like that. Because I'm, like, pulling up on the muscles of my chest when I have my arms raised. Oh, stop doing that, please. Oh, that's interesting. The, animation for drinking Estus causes your stamina to regenerate slower. I feel like I've put on this silver cat ring for nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go with the reckless one again. Oh, okay. I didn't notice there was an explosive arrow. This descent is harder than I thought it would be. Right. I'll get down to the bottom eventually. There's a bonfire right there. I've died next to it at least 15 times. It's so taunting. Just down at the bottom of the crevasse. Alright, and I think the archer actually, like, intentionally doesn't target the player character, and will instead target the ground that the player character might be walking near, making it even more difficult. I'm just glad you can slide down the ladder. Also, I'm not entirely sure what I'm sliding down, since all of those ropes are underneath the planks, and my hands are clipping through the planks to slide down. It's fine, I'm sure. Oh no. I did not mean to make that extra fall. But, just make the best of your circumstances, I suppose. Oh. Move after the explosion happens. Drop down here. And here we go, Millwood Knight. Aha! Joke's on you. I've got the cat ring, so I can just drop off there. I probably could have dropped off earlier, but I didn't want to risk it. Just run for the bonfire. Don't turn around. No, no. Sit, sit. That was an ominous sight. Okay. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? So, if I do this correctly, I can just get these crabs to kill each other. Oh, these crabs aren't purple phantoms. Interesting. The swamp crabs can hit each other. And that's a pretty efficient way of farming souls. But these ones are friendly to each other. Which I didn't know about. Well, that's what I get for trying to play this game smart, I guess. I wonder if it'll do bonus fire damage to these guys. They seem like they might be weak to fire. A little bit. They are covered in ice. Right. Can I fight one at a time? That would be wonderful. Oh. Looks like I can. My goodness. These things have too much health. Or too much defense, maybe. It might just be resistant to slashing damage. Do crabs count as armored foes? Oh, that's a post. What causes riposte animation? Ooh, that was a grab. When its mouth foams up and it brings back one of its claws, that is a grab animation. I don't know how I didn't get hit by it. Oh, a crystal gem. That is actually very fancy. Alright. Oh, it took an entire flame arc to kill that one crab. I think there's... Oh... I remember there being 3 crabs. I don't know if that's paranoid or... I just remember there being a 3rd one. Also, I need to put my Chloranthy ring back on. I don't need the cat ring. I'm done making drops. Oh no, I already have Chloranthy on. My stamina just seemed to be regenerating kind of slowly, I guess. Oh, what happened again? Come on. Riposte. Okay. Oh no. Just one more hit. Okay. Oh. I was just basing my attacks off of, when the other crab hit repostable states. And sort of hoping that I would match it with that one. Alright. Whole bunch of tree women here. So. Only do the logical thing. Two-hand my sword and just swing away. There we go. It's really important that this doesn't run out, because there is a final sort of like boss level tree enemy down at the end of this walkway. Right, here we go. This one's different because instead of moving like a normal tree woman, let's just let it happen. Yeah, she is like yeah, she walks on like all fours basically. She curves over. She has a lot more health, too. And she's way more mobile. But she is protecting Snap Freeze, a sorcery that I can't even use. Let's just take a look at it, though. One of the spells left behind by the young sorcerer Sullivan before leaving the Painted World creates a cloud of near-freezing mist. Sullivan was born and raised inside the painting, yet had little use for his frigid homeland, since he had not yet experienced loss. That's an interesting little lore tidbit. Sullivan, the boss that we fought recently, also that ladder appears, that we fought recently, actually originated from the Painted World. Fun fact, you can actually climb this ladder when it's invisible. It becomes visible after you defeat that tree lady back at the very end there. But it's always here, and you can climb it. Oh, right. What ring did I give up for this? Evil Eye, that's it. Might as well put it back on. I wonder if I should have rested at the bonfire. Just for my FP. I don't think there's really too much danger in the area that I'm going to that I wouldn't be able to handle. Nothing there. Time for another ladder. Bit shorter this time. And still, one ladder wasn't enough. You needed 2 of them to get me where I wanted to get to. Wow, this one's still pretty long. Can't even look up far enough. There we go. Cue the ladder climbing music from Metal Gear. And we get an entire Titanite slab for that, which is pretty nice. It's just sort of hanging out there. That must be like one of the most unceremonious slab placements. And another crystal lizard hurls itself off a cliff for our benefit. Just a simple, very large shard. Oh right, I actually picked up the Follower's Saber. I forgot about that. If I remember correctly, it's actually a pretty good weapon. Here we have a slope very similar to the one down to, boss from Dark Souls 1. What's her name? Bed of Chaos, that's it. Always check the higher zones first, as there's a pretty good chance you can drop down into the lower zones. So there's these really gross birds that are basically nothing enemies. They move slowly. Their attacks are weak. They vomit. Kind of gross. No real reason to kill them. They can't chase. I think they also give, like, terrible souls. Like, they don't even drop good stuff. Oh, hey. I also don't want them sneaking up from behind. Alright. And if I'm remembering where the enemy is... There's an enemy down here with really good weapons. But they're terrible when you pick them up as a player. Maybe not terrible, but they aren't as good as the version that... Yeah, there he is. This guy is ridiculous. And strong. And his weapons are not as good as they are here. He just looks real cool when he uses his attacks. Oh, Wow. I know he could jump all the way back up there. I've never tried fighting this guy with a shield. It kind of turns him into a bit of a joke. Ah, oh, but blood loss still made it through my shield. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, you're a bit tougher than than I was giving you credit for. Also, armor seems to be fused into his body, and also his muscles exposed. He's just kind of gross looking, huh? Ooh. Alright. We'll get him next time, though. Again, like I said, not too terribly difficult with a shield. Oh, I don't want to be down here. Up to the chapel. I can run across the bridge normally now, actually. I don't have to go down to the bottom. There's only one more thing down at the bottom, and it's technically a boss fight. I'm just gonna leave that for later. Takes so long to spawn back in. Thank you very much. Sorry, Lady Frida. But I'm a bit too preoccupied with diving into the depths of the painting and finding what secrets lay within. Oh, looks like I actually missed something off to the left. But it's probably just like a heavy gem or something like that. Not too terribly chuffed about checking it out. I do think I am also going to put a sharp infusion on this sword. So I think I might just want to invest into high dexterity. Sorry, friends, I'm just running past. I don't think you can even follow me down the slope. Can you? I can't even, like, turn my camera around effectively. No, you're stuck up there. Sorry. But I'll be going on ahead. And fighting a gross bird demon again. Anything off to this side? I don't remember. Seems like there might be, actually. Oh no, it's just a loop back around. Got it. Alright. Sorry, gross placental birds. I'm just gonna run through. Yeah. I don't think you can even walk this far. Alright. Do I need, like, bleed resist on? Oh, come on. Get a proper lock. Yeah. Nice moves. How resistant is this guy to bleed? Ugh. Assume it's not, like, nothing. Oh, no. Ooh. I actually escaped that grab. Wait, what did I do? That was... I think I actually accidentally parried him. That's nice. Hey. Don't want to risk having you hit me from behind. So that structure over there is also identical to the one where Priscilla was in Dark Souls 1. Again, it's nice to have callbacks. But it feels like Dark Souls 1 was like a week ago from Dark Souls 3. Okay. This guy talks to you.
Oh,
Don't hit him.
well, there is nothing forlorn about you. You must be the other Ash, I suppose.
I am Ash.
Oh, finally.
Ash Ketchum.
You've come.
I'm going to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Ash, grant us our wish. Make the tales true, and burn this world away. My lady must see flame, and you have only to show her. You are Ash, are you not? Is it not fire that you seek? Surely you've seen the rot that afflicts our world, but that which fooled the good father and buried the flame, after we had all made up our minds too. So, please, grant us one wish. Make the tales true, and burn this world away. My lady must see flame, and you have only to show her.
Yeah. So, the DLC, this one specifically, has very interesting parallels to the outside world. Let's see, do you have any more dialogue?
I am so terribly frightened of timidly
Yeah, he does.
rotting away, like those fools on the outside.
So it's actually like, how do I describe it? It's an inverse parallel to the outside world. So in the paintings, you have choices. You can either burn the painting, or you can let it rot. And letting it rot is the outside world equivalent of linking the flame. Because when you link the flame, you prolong the life of that world. So rotting and flame are parallels to each other. Or you can burn the world, which is the parallel, or burn the painting and move on to a new one, which is actually the parallel of letting the flame die in the outside world. Because allowing the flame to die would move us into a new world. Not a new world of fire, but a new world of darkness. Very interesting. Good parallels. I can do a bit more. I can get a bit further. Oh, there's that guy we fought. He's hanging upside down on the bridge. I never noticed that. No. So there's also an interesting thing that'll happen if we just walk straight forwards a bit more. There's another one! But he's got a different type of weapon. And also he's killing all of the pros, which then flee. Yeah, he has a claw and rapier paired weapon, rather than just two claws. And he is a little bit trickier to beat. Less bleed damage, though. So that's nice. And I suppose bleeding was the only thing that gave that other guy an edge over on us. Because he's using a dexterity weapon, which does basically 0 stamina damage. I would know, I'm using dexterity weapons myself. And the only real reason that that other Corvid was doing damage to us was through bleeding. Ooh. Oh, I dropped my shield for a second there. And this guy is irritating. Also, there's a fly in my room, so that is also definitely not helping. Just like the Painted World, there's flies here too, because of all of the rot. I don't think there's anything rotting in my room, so... just chalk that up to a really irritating out-of-season fly. Well, my character just tried to do a backstab. Oh. The enemy was too far away to actually hit. Good job, player character. You can definitely just climb over this, right? Like, there's spikes at the top of the fence, but you could sort of shimmy around that. Large Titanite shard. That's helpful. Can I jump this? I think I should have been able to jump that. Come on. Okay, I guess not. This game with its limited jumping. Oh, come on. Just did not let me lock onto that. This anything? No? Not even an item? I guess it's sort of just a way that you can see around the corner. Oh, okay, well. Pushing enemies are the worst. Oh, you're a weird little jump scare enemy, huh? There aren't really too many invisible walls in these games. Like, there are definitely a couple. Wow, you are very intent on making me fall off. Like, you can walk on that roof. I'm fairly certain. Because you can get up onto the roofs. Oh, hey. Soul of an Unknown Traveler. And that's just the area down below where we were earlier. Oh, right. Almost forgot to check this room. Oh, these guys are all going to come alive, right? Is there anything in here for me? Hey. I don't see any items. I'm just gonna leave. Sometimes items will have unique, or enemies will have unique drops for the first time you kill them. I feel like that guy in the center might, but I didn't want to test it. Okay. I can go across there for some unique items. Or I can just walk across here to continue. You know what, it's actually just kind of better for me to continue walking here. Those guys I just killed for some reason have the ability to cast magic spells, despite seeming to be no different than the rest of the birds. Oh, hey, I did a fall myself. Oh, well. Good thing I did, or else I would have never picked up that dung pie. This game is mocking me. I mean, why would you really expect these enemies to drop anything else? They're just kind of gross. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's powerful magic. Alright, well, you fell. Enjoy your time on the ground. That's an item down there. Yeah, why not? I'm actually really surprised I took fall damage from that. Oh, there's a third one in here. Slave Knight set. So that's the same armor that Gale wears. Slave Knight Gale. The man who, come on. Brought us into the painting in the first place. I'm just gonna kill you guys so that I can regain some health. Door doesn't open from this side, right? Of course. How silly of me. How foolish. I'm... okay. I definitely need to eat soon. Alright, I'm going... I have a point that I'm going to try to get to. But if I don't make it there in the next half hour... I feel like I probably will. Probably won't even take me 20 minutes to get there. But I am... hungrier than I thought I was. And I'll have to, yeah, either send me a recipe for a specific Yule log cake that you would like me to make, or I can just do it myself and get my own recipe. Alright, so there's another spooky man. Spooky bird, rather. Up on the roof there. Oh, wait. Oh, you can just get here. I didn't realize that. Wait, what's the point of going across? I don't remember. Alright, well. That's a convenient jump. One that I would be interested in? Okay, well. I will do that then. Alright, shortcut opened. And also, this church is absolutely lousy with death. So I think there's 2 enemies in here, right? Yeah, there's one up in the rafters. I had enough trouble fighting one of them at a time. I'm not about to fight 2. And the only thing in there is a miracle that I can't even use anyways, so... not much point in it for me. No benefit. Oh. Hey, flies. Shoe fly. Don't bother me. Wait a second. You weren't there before. Ow. Oof. Right. A bit of twinkling titanite. Alright. Yeah, I do not remember that crystal lizard being there before. Oh, that actually picks up on the mic now. That's something that I do when the back of my throat itches. I sort of create a suction in my mouth, and then breathe in, and it scratches the back of my throat. It definitely didn't pick up on mic earlier when I used sound compressors, so... interesting to see that it shows up now. Ow. Oh, that little flash of the scenery reloading itself looked like lightning. That's actually a very interesting visual effect. Kinda wish it persisted. These sorceress birds. I wonder what happens if... oh, the crow talons. There we go. So there's the slashy variant. One with claws. Oh, I actually had... Oh my goodness, this fly. Wow, it actually landed on my glasses. On the lens. Right. I had an idea for getting back into more regular art streams. So I've talked fairly frequently about how one of my inspirations for getting started with art is the Drawfee show. And one of the things that they do is they have prompts that they follow. And I was thinking that I could just on-stream follow the same prompts that they did for that week's episode, if it's applicable to me, at the very least. Something that I can do solo. And I thought that that could be an interesting thing to do. So I'm going to try that out, I think. Alright, I'm gonna run across the bridge to a slightly more stable place to fight. Alright, Crummin. Oh, actual blood loss. I didn't realize my bar had, gone that high. I'm just trying for backstabs. Oh, okay. Just skimmed past my guard, why don't you? I can get back up there fairly easily. Just would have liked to get through it in one life. An orthodox metal shield. Alright. Yes, I opened a bunch of doors on the ground floor, so I can just pop through here. Take the ladder up. Drop down. Ignore that guy. Gross. And now just run across the bridge. Whoop. Oof. Game lagged a weird amount there. It was a sort of cool slow motion moment, though. That was nice. Alright. Then let's do this again. Just without the dying part. Oh, I forgot to apply my flame arc. Oh no. Okay. That wasn't great. I don't think there's anything up there for me. I'm just trying to remember. What's in the door past that claw crow? Because killing him's not really going to do me any good. All it'll get me is some souls and the ability to look at what's past him without worrying about him following me. But I think I might just be able to drop down the area directly behind him anyways. He's just... That bird is throwing up as fast as he can, but it's not enough to catch me. Okay. I think I'm just going to try and run under him. See what's through that door. Consequences be damned. In we go. I remember it's a drop. Yeah, there's nothing to get here, huh? Ow. I'm gonna make that jump. I mean, that's something that I could have gotten earlier. Again. Actually, no point in that. That's fine. So then I will instead run past. Can you follow me into the church? Or the graveyard? You can, okay. Well, I guess I'll just deal with you. No other choice, really. There we go. Ooh. Oh, I'm actually really surprised I managed to knock him off the cliff. I was actually trying to do that. No lie. Combat encounter in here.
I've seen your kind.
I really don't want to
Time
kill
and
you.
time again.
You've got a good voice.
Every man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the stomach for the agony that you'll bring upon yourself.
His sword, damages through my shield really well.
I trust you've learned your lesson. Inside the cold pain seems to be your cross.
Alright. I think his sword deals dark damage. So either I give up blocking him, which might be worth it, or I find one that blocks dark damage well. Let's just look at shields. Yeah, dark is only at 50% block with that shield. He is pretty talkative, yeah. He's pretty important. Oh, here we go. Crest shield. That one blocks dark like it's nobody's business. Might actually be the best at blocking dark. Okay. Well, I've switched from Dragon Crest to normal Crest in that case. Right. I think the safest path isn't actually the direct line. Yeah. I also suppose they wanted to get the most out of the voice actor they could, so they just had him talking constantly. Yeah, he is like a group of voices that I like really enjoy. He talks in a similar manner to Wade June, who is the narrator for Darkest Dungeon, who has a voice that I adore. So Wade June and Sir Wilhelm are high contenders for people whose voices I enjoy.
Time and time again. Every fleeing man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the stomach for the agony that you'll bring upon yourself.
I was trying to parry that. Okay. I feel like parrying might actually be like a... like something to try against him. He has a pretty slow sword. But my latency is... not agreeing with it. Alright, let's try this. Oh. Alright, maybe not. Ooh, never mind. Got him. Yeah, just fighting him straight up is not working too well in my favor. Oh, okay. He knows how to kick. How do his swings come out faster than mine? Oh, he's healing. Oh. You're not allowed to heal. That's only something I can do. God, I'm not at half health. That is infuriating. Better not heal again. The fact that he knows how to kick is actually really interesting. Yeah, there I go. Okay. I'm getting better, though. I kept forgetting to, apply my flame sword. That's it. I'll do that. I'll do that one. Alright. You know, I'm also just going to, risk it and run straight through. And just sort of hope that the corvid that drops down is too focused on killing the birds to notice me run past. So that'd be real nice. Oh, hey. Looks like he is. Alright.
I've seen your kind, everybody.
Hey, Wilhelm. Why does that swing come out faster than my katana? I'm really fortunate that he tries to go for grabs with that dark hand. Oh.
I trust you've learned your lesson.
Normally it's really bad. I didn't realize it had that much hyper armor, though. I also don't know if it's an escapable grab. I think it might not be. Also, something I noticed that was really interesting. When I was mashing through his dialogue, he lit his sword on fire faster. Because if you just, if you let him talk, he lights his sword on fire at a very specific point in his dialogue.
I've seen your everybody for the agony that you'll bring upon yourself.
But if you skip through it, he just does it immediately. Okay. Yeah, you're big strong boy. You actually have to fight him like a player. It's kind of weird. Nope. Wait, that can hit me? I forgot to inflame my sword again. Alright. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's interesting. What have you done? We both have a weird sigil on us. I have no idea what that was. Oh, no. You and your infinite FP. Oh, there we go. I got a bleed proc off. Okay. I really want to go for a Divine Blessing. But I know I don't have time. Oh, wait. His AI broke and he started walking into a wall. Got a backstab. Oh, I wish you could see my heart rate right now. It is silly. Alright, there's one more thing I can do. Oh, okay.
My lady,
Oh,
I know that I have failed you. Lady Elfrida.
okay. Got the contraption key and the Onyx Blade. Let's just take a look at those. And the key to the contraption leading to the attic of the archive found on the edge of the Corvian settlement. It was like a tongue twister. After Sir Wilhelm led a white-haired woman to the attic of the library, he kept the key as if it were his life. Right, and the Onyx Blade. Very, very nice weapon that he just dropped. Where are you? Onyx Blade, where are you? It's gotta be in here. It's a great sword, right? Fall Saber. Apparently, in Elden Ring, there's going to be a system where the most recently acquired item will be at the top of the list. There it is, Onyx Blade. Elfrida, the eldest among her sisters and leader of the Sable Church, bestowed this sword to her knight. Only, the sword was a farewell gift. An acceptance signified the knight's resignation from Elfrida's service. So, she gave this sword to... Elfrida is Frida, who is the lady who told me to get out of the painting. And she gave that sword to Wilhelm, because it was her saying, go kill that guy, or stop him as best you can. He respawns infinitely, so there's a chance that you may never come back. And we pull that lever, and we look at that pile of books, because it gets flattened in a rather comedic manner. Sorry, Wilhelm, you have a wonderful voice, but I'm afraid you had to die. And now, we can talk to this lady.
I believe I feel the scent of ash upon thee. Thou art the one of whom Uncle Gale spoke, the one to show me flame. 'Tis good. When this is done, may I return. The door is open thanks to thee. 'Tis good. I promised Uncle Gale I would. 'Tis good. When the door is open.
So this is the painter. I believe my fans named her Audia, because she doesn't actually have a name in canon. It's never spoken. But in Dark Souls 1, it was the painted world of Ariandel, or no, Ariamis, and this is the painted of Ariandel. So she just got the prefix name of Aria. And just open this door for good measure. Can only be opened from that direction. So I have no idea why you have to go around the side, drop down, and then open this door instead of just, you know, being able to walk out that door. Pretty bizarre. But I'm going to head back to Firelink, get a level, and then I think that'll be it for today. Because what I said was I was going to get to a certain point, or spend 40 minutes, and it's been, what, a good 35 minutes, and I reached that point that I wanted to get to.
Very well, then take nourish.
So that's nice. Let's just get another point of dexterity. Got me up to a good multiple of 5.
Farewell, may the flame.
But, good stream today. Got a lot accomplished. Ran through a good chunk of the DLC. Around 50% through. 55. Maybe 60. Depending on how much of the upcoming area that I just sort of jog through without dealing with the enemies. Yes. Good session, all in all. Yep. Thank you for coming as well. Very good time today. But that is it for me. Thank you all so much for coming. Time to bid you all adieu. Au revoir. Enjoy the rest of your days.